we in the wire. We in the news. Everybody saying something. If it Hurts, if it's Brown, if it's Smith, if it's Phillips, if it's Quinyon, it's Cooper. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things going on. It's championship time.
Yep. So let's get started, y'all. Welcome to Broad Street Blitz Take Leader Edition. What's up, y'all? And welcome to another edition of Broad Street Blitz Take. Hold on. Leader edition with the host, Leader Johnson, and your boy, Cool Cat Connor. What up, Leader?
What's up, y'all? I'm your host with the most, Leader Johnson, man. Just been busy in sports. Been real good in Philadelphia sports, really. It's been consistent. And talking these Eagles, there's a lot to talk about, y'all. My boy, Cool Cat. I mean, let's get it going.
Yep, start us off, Leader, man. We got a lot to talk about, man. So where we starting off with first?
I really want to double take because I want to talk about the Green Bay. Listen, because it's a combination. Like the Detroit, that was impressive for the defense these last two. It's almost like last year. It was the rushing, right? It was standing out. It was standing out. They couldn't stop it, right? This year, it's the defense. Because of all else, you know, they was talking stuff about Hurts last year, right? 18 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, like it didn't matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they was talking about all the passing and all this, but they was winning because Saquon, they couldn't stop him. So now this year, in the second half, it's that defense. That's a special defense right there. They went against Green Bay, and for I heard people talking. They beat Dallas scored 40 on it. Everybody has their any given Sundays. I mean, we had it against New York. You know what I'm saying? So you can't. Green Bay is one of them teams that has the contention, has the roster to definitely be a Super Bowl contender. And that defense is nasty with Rashawn Gary and Mike on there. And they made them look like nothing. I mean, they made the offense with Josh Jacobs and Matthew go. You know, all they got when Matthew wasn't there. Receivers they had Romeo Dobbs, Adoree Jackson's playing good. We're gonna talk about that too. But that defense was just like sunning people. You just watch the game. They couldn't do nothing. Jordan Love looked like he was a kindergarten quarterback. It was crazy. The masterpiece Vic Fangio was doing. So Cool Cat, we go to Detroit. 9 points against that offense. That's crazy. Did you watch how Jared Goff looked frustrated the whole game? I mean, Gibbs had a couple of nice runs, right? He had that one cut, but what did he do to we talk about Gibbs and Montgomery. Amon St. Brown. Man, Cool Cat been saying that now. Every time we talk about Detroit, now we saying it again. Look at the stats. He did nothing. They didn't. Jamison Williams had a touchdown. He's gonna be a hell of a receiver. Nothing. Like it was crazy. So Cool Cat, I'm gonna ask you from these two games. No, you did it. Listen. What were you impressed with? with the Eagles. I mean, we know what we need to do, but what were you impressed with?
Right. What
What
up,
were you
Nina?
impressed with? You hear me? What were you impressed with, Cool Cat, with these two games?
These two games, I was impressed. To be honest with you, I was impressed by the defense side of the ball. Really, like the defense been dominating Green Bay, dominated the Detroit Lions. Does the offense got to prove? Yes, but I'm really impressed by this defense. Only giving Detroit Lions, and these are two teams that score points, y'all.
Right.
Green Bay and Detroit score points. Green Bay Packers and 9 versus the Detroit Lions. Like, that's the one thing impressed with me. So that's me.
Listen, man, that was crazy. And then the offense, we know what's going on, but y'all act like Detroit and Green Bay ain't got good defense. Like they ain't got stars on their defense. So Philly had a rough time, rightfully so. They just had one of them games, Detroit, but they just didn't have a better defense. Philly always figures out ways to win. Like you look at the game and it's clutch time. Nobody's having a good game, right? They figure out a way to get a touchdown for it to be and then you're looking at against Detroit. That was a slugfest. Natural slugfest. The two best teams people feel in the conference, roster wise and everything else. And Dan Campbell, four fourth downs, 5 really. I mean, Jesus. Every time, and he was short yards. He wasn't long. These were short yards. I mean, they stopped him. Jalen Phillips is, man, are you crazy right now? This dude is ridiculous. He looked just like Curse if he
Shout out to
played
Howie
linebacker.
Roseman for getting him.
Oh my! Both games. Soon as he stepped on the field, he was an impact player. Soon as he stepped on the field, and then Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter in Detroit, that was crazy with 5 pass defenses combined. Oh my God, bro. It's the way it happened. Like when you look at the play, you thinking Jared Goff is comfortable going back. He doesn't look rattled in the pocket. So, but then guys start coming around all night. You got Nolan Smith and Jalen Phillips and the Jomo. I mean, they are rushing this guy. Like he's not comfortable. He throws the ball. He's thinking he see a pass. They jump up 6-7. Bow. Then Jalen like it's. You can tell the chemistry of the Georgia guys is here. Just look at him. Nakobe Dean is playing like a monster. Ever since he's came back, this defense has been different. We talk about Bond. Let's talk about Dean. Dean is that guy. Dean is just as good as Bond. Y'all can say what y'all want. Dean is just as good as Bond. It's always injuries. Dean has always been that guy before he was drafted. He just got hurt. He would have been a top 10 pick. Like Philly got a steal. That was the steal. And the whole, and then, of course, Nolan Smith was, but to get Nakobe Dean where they got him, to get Cooper DeJean where they got him, those were the steals, man. Cooper DeJean got his pick. Finally, these guys covered all year. They don't get no pick last year, but finally we get one early. I think Quinyon eventually get his. Quinyon, oh my God. Amon St. Brown, don't talk no more. You're going to go back to the drawing board. Y'all keep talking about Quinyon Bay like it ain't real though. Like when they be on, like you hear guys talking like Quinyon Bay, Quinyon Bay. And y'all remember when Micah Parsons was talking with Pickens. Yeah, now Mike ain't there no more, so that's an irrelevant conversation. Like it's just Philly stays together. I don't like the AJ Brown stuff, of course, but what I do like is you heard about him and Howie Lurie talking. They talk it out. They get their stuff going, but they talk it out like a real family. Like it's the only people who's gonna make it big and what it is, and they're supposed to because they're trying to make their money. Is the media. This is what's gonna happen. Because AJ Brown's gonna talk. He's a diva. That's clear. He's a receiver that wants the ball. So you go to AJ talk, and he says he's not gonna apologize. All right, AJ. Listen, I don't like that. I don't like he comes out, but AJ wants to be Eagle. And Howie's not stupid either. So he's here. He's here. He's Jalen's friend. It's a family. What y'all looking at is family stuff. It's nothing to look at like, oh, the Eagles are gonna go. Eagles just won a Super Bowl doing that. And the year before it was always something around Philly. If it was Jalen Hurts or it was AJ Brown, it was always something they wanted to talk about. So remember in 2022, they was like, "Oh, the record's not." It's always something, man. Like it's always something. So
what's your thoughts? So let's go to this. Let's go to this because I want to hear this. I want to hear from you on this
no question.
because
Let's go.
this was all about AJ Brown and all that stuff, and we get that. Now the attention has turned to our quarterback, Jalen freaking Hurts, with Derek Gunn. ESPN's talking about it. I'm looking right now with Colin. He's talking about it. First things first. Everybody in America is talking about Jalen freaking Hurts, our quarterback. So let's hear from Leader himself, because y'all know how I stand. I'm done talking about it, but let's hear from Leader. What's your thoughts on what's going on with QB1?
Rightfully so, you should be tired of it. You should be tired of it, rightfully so. And what I tell you some weeks back, I said he's like LeBron James, man. He's not going to be able to do right. He's one of those athletes that they're going to have something to say every time. If he's not milked the way they want to milk him and knit him the way they want, it's crazy. But okay, who cares? Talking about articles coming out saying teammates are frustrated. First off, I forgot her name if I'm saying it wrong. Deanna
Rossini. Oh, that one.
Sorry about that. Yeah, man, she's the first one that came out with the leak. And where is what you're looking at, this is two ways you're looking at that whole conversation. I want y'all to listen to this clearly. They're saying that teammates are saying this, right? So this one thing could be, there's one part of that that's a lie. Because you're saying teammates are saying it. So when you say the team, you make it seem like the whole team is at odds. The second part of that is they could have talked to somebody behind the door, but we don't know where on the roster that person fits. We don't know where on the roster that person fits. It's not a Saquon, an AJ. Then you got the AJ things coming out. So as a media person, you're meant to grow it. You hear something, but you can't put nobody's name, because the first thing they're going to say to a media person is, "Don't put my name out." That's the first thing they're going to say. And they can say that and they can sue them because they told them that. It could be a bitch. So they don't want to put a name out there. This is not a guy that's virtually important for the team. He's part of the team. But if they're hearing that, but it also could be, this is media. And this really happens. The stuff that AJ Brown is going around, and you milk off that subject and you make up a topic. It's been done so many times. I don't believe in it, but media people do it. I'm not, listen, but you want to get your name out there. You want people to read that article by her and analyze that. Is that an assumption or is that fact? That's all I'm trying to say. You can twist it how you want, but I want y'all to read that article by her. And what's up? Shout out Deanna. You're doing your thing, whatever. But I'm not going to say anything. I want y'all to read that article and say, is this an assumption or is this a fact? That's it. But Jalen Hurts is what you call ice water, man. Like, he knows what to say. Every time they say something to him, you thinking the frustration, like when Iverson said practice. You can tell that was frustration with the whole media. But when you get Jalen Hurts on, the cameras are on him and they ask him those questions, the media might be more hyped when you listen to him. Listen to how fast they say it. Jalen, how do you feel about it? The way the offense is running? And Jalen be like, well, we're just going to put it together and we'll keep the main thing, and we're gonna make sure, I'm gonna do what the coaches say, and we're gonna progress as a team. And it'd be people back there as media like, "Oh no, what do you mean?" Like, Jalen Hurts knows what to say, and right now the media can't pluck him. So believe me, they're trying at his best. I mean, the man has one interception. He didn't listen to this game. He was bothered by the defense. He's the best quarterback on third downs. Look it up. He's one of the best quarterbacks when he's getting pressured under the blitz. Look it up. Listen, the thing about Jalen Hurts in this game was, like I say once again, he finds out how to win. Did he get a rushing touchdown? Okay. It was bad, 14 for 28. That defense was coming through. Ask Jared Goff about this type of game, this type of weather. It was going down. Things were not meshing, but Jalen Hurts stays calm. And something he does is going to impact the game. Just same thing against the Cowboys. Y'all remember that game? Remember the stats? Who got a touchdown? And it was a defensive type because we didn't have Jalen Carter. The game without Carter and Mitchell in New York. Listen, Philadelphia just knows how to win. I know y'all. Let's talk about the offense. Let's talk about the offense, right? We know that the offense is not playing at their best. They're not playing at their best. You know they're not. But they've had games this season where A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith both had 100 yards. Devontae Smith had a big time, 10 catches. Dallas Goedert had a big game. Jahan Dotson, 2 big time catches, including yesterday when he got hit in the head. That was crazy. He still got up. Listen, man, they find way. They know how to win. Don't y'all see this? They're gonna find a way to win. And then what's the X factor now, which has been all season, if you really think about it, the defense against Dallas. This is how you win close games. A good defense. You know what I mean? All that their defense has been, and special teams too. That's an underrated fact. I mean, their defense has been there every game, except for the New York game. It was lost, but we know we didn't have Carter or Mitchell, and we see how impacting those 2 guys are. Like, I think Carter's. Don't look at the stats when you talk about Carter. Look at the film. Look at the game. They are constantly on Carter. He frees up people because you can't guard none of those defensive linemen one-on-one. It is impossible. So when you got 3 people on Carter, then they got Jalen Phillips in there and Nolan Smith is back. You see the difference, right? You see number 3 and number 50 every time after the snap. And then Brandon Graham had a good game against Detroit, man. BG playing the way he playing, that's crazy. 16 seasons. Shout out to BG, man. Brandon Graham. Get out of here. My favorite Eagle player, man. When he came out, are you crazy at 16 seasons? I mean, you're getting pressure on him. Like, he was doing it, man. Cooper, listen, man. What can you do against that secondary with Cooper? And then Dory Jackson. Last 2 games, man. He even got an Amos St. Brown good. Like, he's been on since coming back from an injury, he's been different. And if we want to even collaborate on that, Keely Ringo against New York had the best defensive rating on the squad. And then after that, Dory was healthy, and now he's back in. So looking at the upgrade is solid now. They are solid. No Pro Bowl, and they are solid. They're not making mistakes. So now Quinion shutting people down this big time. Cooper, like, now it's like, oh, okay, you can't throw nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You can't throw nowhere, and you got Makuba. They got ball skills. Reed almost got one the way he always get an interception. Y'all see, it's almost like the same type of way he get an interception. He just come from nowhere like a center fielder, and it just boom, he crowds on it. Like, what? Where was you at? Like, yeah, man. It's I like the defense is exciting now because everybody's healthy. Like, you notice look at the team, the injury report before this game. Everybody had full practices except I think it was Lampkin. Lampkin was questionable, but he did say at full practice, but he was the only one questionable. Like, everybody's back now. Everybody's back, and so this is scary, a scary thought. The only thing that needs to kick up, and we know Eagles I love how the Eagles answer questions. Like, when you have a question about Jalen Hurts throwing the ball, we know the game where he comes, all right, that's what you want. And then when you have a question about Barkley, they answered it in New York, and he had the 150 for 14 rushes. And then Tank Bigsby was also assembled. You know what I'm saying? So we know what's there already. It's all about them putting it together. Patullo being one of the head top coaches next year. And that's crazy, right? That's
Yeah.
crazy. But hey, look at it. This is what the Philadelphia brand does. This has we talking right now, right? Because we know Brian Johnson got a job at Washington after you know what I'm saying. We know Steichen got his job. We know Gannon got his job. It's something about Philadelphia brand. So Patullo, no matter what the questions are, right? They're 8-2. So
Right.
people are like, oh, okay. They're thinking back. Look what Brian Johnson did with Jaden Daniels. So they're like, well, why don't we keep it's this is what this is. So if you're having questions like, oh my God, Patullo is one of the top guys. No, it's a brand. It's the brand they're believing in. And it's so ever growing brand. Howie Roseman. It's everybody coming out the brand. People have got paid with other teams. Josh Sweat, Milton Williams. So this is when you're living in the best times. Which I always say in Eagle football ever. For everyone that's Eagle fans, enjoy yourself because this is the best time, organization wise, culture wise. We have superstars that complain and we still win. We have, and he's not like he's a bum. He's AJ Brown. You know, like we got Saquon Barkley. For all the younger ones, you're seeing something good with this Philadelphia Eagle franchise. This is something wonderful, and you're witnessing. They're going to talk about the Eagles. Jalen Hurts is the guy. Yes, they're going to talk about him. Yes, they're going to talk about him. He's the guy they had questions about, and he exceeded the expectations. Remember in 2022, everybody was like, man, he got to do this. They're getting these extra draft picks because they're going to go after another quarterback. All this stuff was coming. And I said, even me, I said he got to have an MVP. This is what I said before 2020. I said he has to have an MVP caliber season or he's gone. What did he have? Like, y'all got to really stop. Like, he answers every question. I mean, we had the questions about Jalen Hurts in the 2022 Super Bowl when the fumble came, and
We had questions on Jalen freaking Hurts in 2020 when he was drafted. This has been going on for 6 years.
yeah, he's definitely had it. He's definitely
It's
had
like if y'all know the cartoon show Lamb's Chops Play Along. It's like this is the song that I'll do it like that. This is the song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because. It's that song when it comes to Jalen. It is the song that doesn't end. It's been going on for 6 years since he was drafted.
Yeah, it is, man. Alabama, you know, they questioned him. He went somewhere else, and then boom, he's a Heisman Trophy candidate. Like he's had different offensive coordinators for years, and nobody microscopes this. This man had different offensive coordinators for like 9, and he still has become an elite. Like, how is he not elite? Like, what quarterback are we talking about right now that had to deal with that? He had to deal with that since high school. Like,
you know
like,
full well everybody in their mama wants the perfect quarterback that throws for 4,000 yards, 40 touchdowns, is undefeated, goes to the Super Bowl, wins Super Bowl MVP, wins the Super Bowl, and is league MVP, and does it again. They want the perfect quarterback.
but that's kind of unbelievable because that's not like a quarterback who perfect seasons that you probably want to look at. Patrick Mahomes, Peyton Manning, and Tom Brady had a couple. Brady had one with Moss. Peyton Manning had one that Super Bowl year. We talking about super. You know, Dan Marino had one, which is crazy. Like, we talking about super. Nobody has those seasons on the annual. Like that's crazy. But if you're looking for a perfect quarterback, I think people are not knowing what the perfect quarterback is. He is. He's a guy that
In
he's
their
not going
minds,
to.
it's Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and Josh Allen who do more with less and does it themselves.
It's crazy. It's crazy because he does. Jalen Hurts has done it all. Like I don't even see that. Like they're not even. They're talking about overall
They're
stats.
basically saying when it comes to their quarterback, the Josh Allens, the Joe Burrows, the Lamars, and Patrick, they're the reason they're winning. It's not because of the running back. It ain't because of the wide receivers. It ain't because of the tight end or the O-line. It ain't because of the defense. It ain't because of they're the reason they're winning.
And that's crazy because that's also false. This year, where's Saquon Barkley been to anything? Where has AJ Brown's been complaining about getting the ball? So it's all been The defense is good. Defense is good. I mean, everybody has to have a defense. You got to stop somebody. Even Patrick Mahomes during his 2022 time when he didn't have nobody throwing the ball. It was a great season. But Buffalo Bills last year, Josh Allen, yeah, he didn't get to the Super Bowl. He always gets beat by Mahomes. Um, but Jalen Hurts is beaten. 2023, Jalen Hurts beat him. Mahomes, we know the story. We ain't got to talk about it.
You know,
Lamar Jackson. Yeah,
full
yeah.
well leader. They don't care. They
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
care.
yeah. I'm just letting people. I always remind people. I just like what y'all are. The one thing I know that they're giving that as the X factor and their reasoning is they're trying to say at the end of the season or game for game, if he's not throwing like 300 yards, or at the end of the season he doesn't have the most yards, the most touchdowns. This is what they're judging that off of. That's what they're saying. They're not talking about completion percentage because look at Jalen Hurts' completion percentage. We're not talking about last game. We're talking about for the whole season. Look at Jalen Hurts' interceptions. Look at Jalen Hurts' touchdowns. Touchdown interception ratio. Look at it. All right. To the last 3 years, who's been more rushing touchdowns than Jalen Hurts? Talk about touch push. You know why that's fascinating? Because he's a quarterback doing a goal line move. It's because he can leg press 600. No quarterback is doing it. Only Josh Allen, the complaining team besides Green Bay about the touch push. Josh Allen this year is doing more touch pushes than Jalen Hurts. I'm just saying, like they have.
I know you're talking to a guy who defends Jalen freaking Hurts more than anybody, but knows full well that the media, the
I'm just
sports
telling the people.
reporters,
Yeah.
all these people don't care.
I'm
They
just telling the
want
people. I'm just telling the people. I'm just telling the people to remind them because really the people that think like that don't have any facts. They just going off, gossip. That's just how they are. It's how it works. The first thing you're gonna hear is gossip, and you're gonna say, okay, especially if it's not your quarterback. And then if you yourself don't know, you just like to go off gossip. That's how this works. That's how this works. But I'm giving y'all facts so you can go back and tell people. Like, okay, even when you have your thoughts about Jalen Hurts, you have the facts at least.
exactly, and hopefully you learn this, y'all, because sooner or
Well,
later,
some won't, but they got the facts at least. Some won't,
exactly.
it's just like that. But
And this is what I was trying to say before we move on to the Cowboys and whatever
yeah,
else we're going to talk about. I'm gonna
Cowboys,
say,
yeah.
yeah. Before we get there, my message to Eagles everywhere and everyone watching is, and I said it on Birds of Broad Street, I said it on the Jalen Freaking Hurts podcast, and I'm gonna keep saying it until it stick inside your heads. Be thankful that you have a quarterback. Look at all these teams that's looking for a quarterback. The Browns are asking Shador Sanders, their quarterback. The the Arizona Cardinals.
Blackballing Shador. Blackballing.
Exactly. The Kyler Murray. They asking is Kyler Murray the guy over there. The Falcons. Their quarterback is hurt. They might need a quarterback. The Jets. They need a quarterback. There are teams with bad records that are looking for a quarterback, and be thankful that you have one. Because as you can see by this photo, he gave you another one. He gave you another one. Like, you see this, right? You see this photo right here? He gave you another one. Now, this will be the first time, if he wins this NFC East, it will be the first time since Donovan McNabb back-to-back NFC East championships. Thank you, Jalen. If he goes back to the NFC championship and wins that, 3 times in the NFC championship and won it. Thank you, Jalen. If he goes back in the Super Bowl and wins that, back-to-back Super Bowl champions. Thank you, Jalen. So let's appreciate him and be thankful that we got a quarterback, because it could be worse. You could have a bad record and a bad quarterback. But yeah, let's go ahead, if you want to address that leader, and then go ahead and talk about the Cowboys.
No, that's self-explanatory. I say what I had to say. I'm always gonna stand up for good players and the right players. That's the first thing. And Jalen Hurts is not only an Eagle, he's the right type of player.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go like this. It's a self-explanatory, okay? We're doing that to remind people. It's self-explanatory. There's no more to talk about with Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is 8-2. He has Super Bowl ring, Super Bowl MVPs. You want to go down the list? So we're just labeling things. That's all. We can go to the Cowboys and the Eagles right now.
Yep. Good.
Well, the Cowboys and Eagles. I'm sorry for laughing,
No, you
but
good.
I don't like Mike Greenberg. What's up, man? Mike Greenberg. You had the show, and when the Cowboys beat the Raiders, I mean, he was so hype about they could beat the Eagles. He was like the evolution is back. The defense. I was like, oh my God, he's a true Cowboy fan. Listen, Stephen A. cooked them. It was real fun. Great show. Shout out to Jeff Saturday, Kimberly Martin, all them over there. It's a good show. Let her watch First Take. Let her watch Get Up. Now, no. How do I do this? Okay, I'm gonna do this professional first. Yep. Cowboys, Quentin Williams. They got good trades. They got some guys, and they're NFL team. They're playing. Okay, now. Well, you crazy? Are you? The Cowboys couldn't beat us without Jalen Carter. Jalen Hurts made that happen. Okay, remember all the Dak Prescott? He has a record. That's the first thing they bring up. Dak Prescott record against the Eagles. What's the last 3 games? Have they won a Super Bowl during that time? Okay, let's stop there. Let's just talk about right now. I don't want to get too far ahead, but how is this team? Quentin Williams is good. It's good they got Kenny Clark. They got they got the new linebacker. Listen, man. Wilson, this is because they got Wilson, whatever. No. This is a blowout. And now it could be any given Sunday. Remember, I've said blowouts before on this, and surprises. But you're going to have to let me know, how are they going to score against the Eagles if the Lions and the Packers couldn't score against the Eagles? How are they going to score against the Eagles if last time? Okay, I don't expect CeeDee Lamb to drop the catches he did last time. I just expect y'all to stop comparing him to A.J. Brown. Just stop that, because he dropped it. No, he's not better than A.J. Brown. But CeeDee Lamb and Pickens are back to get something going. But Quinion is still Quinion. Cooper is still Cooper.
Yep.
And Dory's playing a good game. Let's just see if he keeps it solid. We don't know but they got other guys like Michael Carter II if they want to switch it up. They haven't had to do that. That's the thing. They got him in the cut. Y'all don't know that, right? Like you look at how many snaps he's getting. He's getting, little couple of snaps or whatever, but they're just letting him get used to the defense. Jalen Phillips just stepped right on the field. You can tell him and Fangio know each other. I mean, he's right on the field. He just come right on the field, giving havoc. I mean, this dude is good, man. This dude is good. That's scary good to have him with his defense. So you're trying to tell me they got Quentin Williams. We got Phillips. We still got Carter. Y'all got Quentin Williams. I just want to say, man, this is always a war rivalry game. And I want to be factual too. Next year, y'all going to be hunting for the playoffs. Y'all going to try because y'all got to get a running back. Y'all got some good defensive pieces. Y'all can be back in the playoff hunt. Notice I didn't say Super Bowl.
Right.
But stop. But no, they have a good, like this year, Jerry Jones killed y'all. He really killed. Like, just be factual. You're talking about they got Jaden Blue in the draft. This guy runs a 4-2. You're talking about what they gonna do with the running game. But y'all get Ezekiel Elliott. Like, what is he doing? All right. So then I don't know who Javon Williams is. I heard a guy in the bar in Philly the other day talk about Javon Williams. It's some Cowboy fans in Philly, y'all. I'm telling y'all this. Javon Williams, man, he can't be stopped. And then we got what y'all have now. Pickens is good. But it doesn't stop the mistakes mentally that Prescott makes that people, if that was Jalen Hurts, oh my God. If Jalen Hurts made Dak Prescott mistakes.
Don't get me started.
Oh my God. Did you know how Philly would roast him? It wouldn't just be the media going to come. They love it. But man, and Jalen Hurts don't even have to do nothing. Jalen Hurts can have a perfect quarterback game. Oh, did I say that? He can have a perfect quarterback game, and they be like, "Oh man, well, man, he got to throw more. Oh, he got to. James Jones stopped there talking about he's messing up A.J. Brown. Look, J.J. Brown had 11 targets, 7 catches, 49 yards. His bid was one he threw through. It is what it, but you talking about like that defense ain't come full force. He had his chances. Quit saying that, oh man, he ain't throw it. Man, you know what, bro? James Jones got to stop. Then you got to stop. You know what I'm saying? That's just it. But forward with the Cowboys and what I think the best game is going to come from Saquon this game. I just think the offensive line is trying to look to really just watch out these games to run it, the offense get going and get clicking collectively. Because Patulo's still learning on the go. He's still learning on the go. You can tell he's still learning on the go. And what I do like, and I got to give credit to because I haven't said that at least, is the mistakes that haven't been made by the quarterback to not make the offense be worse. Because y'all remember, it's crazy because I was talking to a guy about 2023. Cool K, you remember 2023? We had Brian Johnson. And he was talking about this is just like 2023. I said, no, it's not. I said, Patulo is not like this is not. He had 15 interceptions. I said he was doing what y'all wanted him to do. He was forcing that ball no matter what. And you know, AJ Brown had a big time season. Everybody remember that? He was breaking records, 100+ catches. 2 receivers had 1,000 yards. DeAndre Swift had 1,000 yards. The stats was there, right? But what happened? No Super Bowl.
Right.
Jalen Hurts, after that Super Bowl, has been locked in. One thing Jalen always does is get better. Every time. Y'all give him credit for that? From the 2023, he has still only thrown 6 interceptions. And how many, like this is a season and a half. Y'all not giving him his credit. What he's not going to do is cost y'all the game. That's what he's not going to do. How about that one? The number one thing you say about it, he's not going to cost y'all the game. So this game, I expect a big game out of Hurts. I mean, A.J. Brown, who's going to hold, like, you could pick your poison on this one. Dallas doesn't have a good job, and Patulo's a different coach now. He's not the first game coach, opening night, Thursday night football coach. You know, they're still figuring it out. He does have some tricks up his sleeve that work. He's thrown, some bombs. He's thrown some good cuts. He's got Dallas involved. He's got Barkley more involved in the passing game. I'm going to say it's still some works on his play calling that have to get done. Still work on his play. But, man, listen, you went against 2 good teams. Found the way to win. So I don't know, man. Dallas is fighting for what? Ain't they out the playoffs?
They're out the playoffs now. But it's the tough toe to hold because after us, they got the Chiefs and they got the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, so they in to prove it that they're tough for next year. That's what they're doing right now. They're proving that they're tough for next year.
Trying to still get a playoff spot.
They still so they can get a play. They're not eliminated.
They're not eliminated left. Wow. Yeah, the only team that can be eliminated from playoff contention right now is the New York Football Giants.
Oh, well, they're not going to the playoff. But
that's the first team that's gonna officially be eliminated with a loss.
So Dallas is 4-5-1.
Yep.
4-5-1. So you come to this game and they're fighting for they're fighting. They're fighting. They're fighting for a reason. So we're already looking. Philly is like 2 or 3 more games really from an actual berth.
Yeah, if we beat the Cowboys. No, when we beat the Cowboys and we beat the Bears and the Cowboys lose to us and the Chiefs, we win the division.
So Black Friday we beat the Bears. Well, like I say, 2-3 games. 2 is a stipulation after 11 games. We got the berth. So as I'm saying, yeah, man. So listen, they're fighting. That they want to prove that they're still in. This is going to be a good little dog fight. Huh? It better be, but I don't think it's going to be close. I never think y'all got to prove to me, man. I see Dak Prescott's going to throw to Quiniana Bay and a better Dory Jackson and a Cooper DeJean and a possible Carter II and Keely's back there and Ja'Cory and Bennett. Everybody's healthy, so they can throw numbers if they feel like they want to rotate and give like they did Ringo and Bennett before. Not Ringo, but Bennett and Dory Jackson was rotating their position at QB2 at first. So now they got all 3 of them. And Keely Ringo had a hell of a game on special teams. That's the X factor for Kelly Ringo on this team. He's the best special teams player on this team. So they're not either way. He's going to be here for depth. So if anybody thought, oh, he's going to, no, Kelly's going. They like Ringo. They love Ringo in the organization. They're all going to give him all the chances possible. From Fangio telling him, just wait for your turn. It's going to come. Before he got his starting chance, he told him, wait for your chance. It will come. So it ain't like they don't believe in him, regardless of what's going on or fan base or whatever. Organization wise, they love Ringo. Listen, my score prediction.
Yep.
I'm on 35-20.
30-20. I got 30-20 for me as well. I got 30-20.
Yeah, I'm at 35-20. I'm just throwing. I just think, at the end in the fourth quarter they'll give up a touchdown when it's 35-13. I'm talking about that type of game. I really don't believe in they run a game. If the Eagles can clap Josh Jacobs and clap Gibbs and Montgomery, I don't see Dallas's running game, Javon Williams, doing what he did in the first game. Like he got some run, he got some a good game, he got some roll, but this is a different Eagle defense. Not only is this a different Eagle defense, this is the second half Eagles.
Yep.
Like you talk championship.
Yep.
Championship mode all day. All right, let's go.
I got 30-20 for me. Now, before we go, because I think that's all we can cover. Before we go, game balls and X factors. Who gets a game ball? Who's the X factor, and why?
You talking about for this game or this past game? Okay, for this game, I'm gonna go with Jalen Hurts, man. I'm gonna go with Jalen Hurts. Really, I'm gonna go with Jalen Hurts on offense, and I'm gonna go with him and JJ Brown. I'm going for that. I just think that's gonna be a big they're getting more into a groove. Patullo was like, no, we didn't draw up more plays. It wasn't like they just kind of falls like it always falls. Line, you drew up plays for AJ Brown, 11 targets.
Yes, he did.
But, you know what I'm saying? So, and the defense, Quinyon Mitchell.
Yep.
And am I stupid for saying Jalen Carter?
No.
I think he's coming full force this game after Dak Prescott's head. Yo, that's gonna be. I'm just telling y'all. Y'all know who he is, and he's all about being mature on situations. But him, the monster football player, has been on display all. I think this second half, Jalen Carter we ain't seen the best yet. Like, oh my God, he wants this. You think he ain't Mark? I want to see the interviews. I'm gonna see him. Listen. He wants this game. So yeah, no question, man, no question.
Yep. For me, I got Jalen on offense, and I got Jalen Carter on defense because for what you said, Jalen Carter been waiting for this after the first game, so I got that. But yeah, that's me. So, yep. So we won't be on. What we doing next week? Because next week is Thanksgiving. What we doing next week? Because next week is the holidays.
Everybody do your thing next week. Everybody do your thing next week. We off next week. Go ahead and you got the Thursday games. Eat with your family. Everybody. We gonna come back for the next game. The next game after that should be Bears, right?
No, this game is Bears Black Friday.
Right. Bears Black Friday. So we're gonna talk to y'all when the game after that, which is what is that? Was the game after that? I'm bad, y'all.
I think Chargers.
The Chargers. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna come to y'all for that Thursday. Talk about the Chargers, and we're gonna talk about the game after, which is the Black Friday game, and we're gonna talk about all that, man. We're gonna cover everything for the season, what y'all think. Of course, there's gonna be more Eagle news. Y'all know something's gonna be said. Yep. So yeah, we gonna holler at y'all, man, from Broad Street. Blitz Take, Leader Edition, man. Me and Cool Cat, man. Love y'all, man. We out.
See y'all next week, y'all. Peace.